Ow! Ouch. Got sharp hooks. Hey guys, Chris the Midwest Bass Hunter out here, new lake to me. I got my buddy Chad out there on a kayak somewhere over there. He's been smashing the bass out here, so he's already caught a couple this afternoon, so I'm just getting here. So I gotta unload the boat, get her in the water, and get out here and see what we can find. Oh, this is nasty right here. I'll just tell you guys, I'm not a fan of paddling this boat. It's hard to paddle. It's too weeded up out here for my pedals though. So the water's pretty clean, but it's kind of stained. It's got a little bit of a brown stain to it. Oh, there's one. There we go. First one in the boat on the walking frog, Terminator walking frog. There he goes. All right, guys, so you can see all this grass. I mean, there's grass everywhere. If you go closer to the bank, it's nothing but grass. But out here in this little deeper area, there's just patches of grass. And so the bass are obviously hiding in there. So I'm throwing a frog around. Chad's catching them on a chatterbait. So Chad's already caught like 7 or 8, so we got some catching up to do. He beat us out here, but only about like a half hour. There's one. Oh, he plowed it, man. That was awesome. Oh, he got off. Son of a gun. There's a fish. He barely touched it. He just slurped it off the top. He ate it good though. He choked that thing. That's how you want him to eat it right there. It's a no doubter. He really was hooked good. We'll take him. So I'm getting a bunch of hits on the frog, but I am just not catching the fish. So I'm gonna try this walking bait. And I love this thing. It walks so good. It's a Berkley Hijacker 100. I'll run this out here a little bit and see if I can get one that way. There he is. I caught him finally, Chad. He ate it right away. I twitched it like once. I love when you catch them way out there. You gotta fight them all the way back. There we go. Got one on the walking bait. Had to switch it up. Not a big one, but he's aggressive. I don't think that's the one that bit earlier. That one looked bigger from here, but I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. This Berkley Hijacker, I picked a couple of these up last year, and that's the first time I caught a fish on them because, you know, I got a lot of baits and I can't get them all used. So, but I started using this a week ago or so. I tried it out, and it is the easiest walking bait I've ever used. If you move the rod with slack line, it walks. It goes back and forth. If you have a pulse and a fishing rod, you can make this thing walk. Of course, it will not walk if you pull it through a bunch of grass though. There it is. I got him that time. There we go. Get this dang salad out of here. He's eating. He's a tub. He's a fat little dude. Not a very big one, but gotta have some pliers when you're dealing with all these hooks. There it is. Oh, he ate it big time. He might be my best one so far. He got it good. He got all the hooks in him. Oh man, I just buried the hooks of my bait in my shoe. Dude, I'm gonna hook myself in the foot. I got a problem here. There we go. Good hooks on that bait. It's unreal. It's unbelievable how good it walks. It's just unbelievable. Oh, did you see that? Son of a gun. Dude, that was awesome. My heart is just jumping. But I'd rather he eat it.
I'll just catch one over here.
Yeah, I noticed that, you jerk. There he is. Got him that time. We got a double. If I can get this one landed and Chad doesn't drop his off the side of the boat. Oh, he's digging. There he is. Bam. Hey, quit it. Oh, bad idea. He unhooked himself. There we go. Chad, you got yours?
Yeah, I got it.
There it is, a double. They're all about the same size. We haven't caught any big ones yet. I think Chad had a nice one before I got here, but they're all pretty nice though. I mean, they're not dinks, but they're definitely not big ones. Oh, there he is. He jumped clear out of the water. I could see that he wasn't a very big one, but he totally launched. Hey, not bad. He totally launched to eat it. There he is. Boom. Just look, loving that top water. So I'll show you guys how to run this thing. Now I've got a 7-foot rod. It's medium heavy, fast action. This is my all-around topwater rod. I pretty much fish everything topwater in this loose TP1 speed stick. And I got a loose tournament MB 7.5 to 1 with 40 or 50 pound braid. I can't remember. But I'm gonna show you guys how to run this thing. So you kind of twitch it and reel it at the same time, and you gotta have slack line. But as long as you have slack line, it will walk. So just kind of like, and you can reel it as slow as you want. It will walk. You can do this, and you can walk it maybe 4 or 5 times without advancing at all. And you can pause it, pick it up again. And as long as you have slack line, this bait will walk. Walking baits isn't that hard, but this is, I mean, this is by far the easiest one I've ever used. And I've used them all. I mean, well, not all of them, but I've used a lot of them. I mean, one of my earliest baits I ever fished with was a Zara Spook. And that's a walking bait. I've caught a lot of bass on those, but this is so much easier to walk than that. And I think, you know, the shape has a lot to do with it, but this thing definitely is designed to just walk the dog. there's one. There he is. Well, I thought I lost him there for a second. There it is. That's a lot easier. I don't know, guys. If you know a funner way to catch them, let me know. Chad will say the chatterbait's funner. Another one? Oh, there's one. Biggest one of the day there, Chad. That's a pretty good one too there. You get a big one, but he's bigger. Yeah, I just caught my biggest one of the day. He's by far the biggest one that I've caught. Got some salad on him. All right, I'm on my way. All right, let's let that dude go. There's one. Yes. He ate it right away. Yeah. Some hard swimming fish in here. So many hooks. Even just backhanding it, I can just walk this thing effortlessly. Usually it's hard for me to walk baits backhanded like this. I've missed a fair amount of fish on this tonight, but I don't know, I never really had to hook in them. It's not like I lost them. It's not like they've thrown the hook after I hooked them, but they just didn't hit the bait. But I tell you what, this thing is so fun to fish, and it's so easy. Oh man, he smoked that thing. He's not a bad one. He's a good one. Come here, buddy. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that was so awesome. He just went gloop straight up out of the water and ate that thing. Oh man, he really ate it too. He totally T-boned it. That's how you want him to eat it. Oh my gosh. Is there anything more fun than this? Oh my goodness. So I got chased off the lake by mosquitoes. I had some bug spray, but I never put it on. I was too busy catching fish. So Chad, I absolutely crushed him on the chatterbait, but I didn't want to fish with the chatterbait. I do it too much. I catch a lot of fish on chatterbait, so I wanted to fish with the topwater. Started with the frog, and I really struggled to get hookups. I got a lot of bites, but I did catch 2 on the frog. But then I switched it up, and there was a lot of grass out there, but there was a lot of spaces in between the grass where you could run a walking bait. So I got a Berkley Hijacker 100, and as far as walking baits go, it's about as easy as it gets. I mean, we're talking topwater baits for dummies. And I'm pretty decent at walking a bait, but that is the easiest bait to walk that I've ever used. So man, I tell you what, if you're new to topwater baits, and especially walking baits, right? Anybody can fish with a whopper plopper, but walking baits takes a little bit more skill. But if that's something that you're a beginner at, I'm telling you what, you should pick one of those up. And they work so good. Now I did catch a lot of fish. I never really lost any fish. I lost one that shook the bait, but otherwise pretty much everything that I hooked I caught. But there was a lot of fish that would kind of slap at it and jump at it or whatever and never really touch the bait. So but man, what a blast. Those fish were coming straight up out of the water to eat this thing, so you can't have much more fun than that. So anyways guys, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that little bell down there so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.